Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to A Flame of Fiqh, the first series designed to teach Islamic law in a clear, systematic, and a simple way. I am Osama Mustafa, and you're watching the Fiqh Era. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Before we begin our journey, let's start with a few simple questions that open the door to understanding. First of all, what is the meaning of fiqh? So basically, the word fiqh means deep understanding, deep understanding. But in Islam, it refers to Islamic jurisprudence. Islamic jurisprudence is the science of understanding practical rulings based on the Quran and Sunnah. It's about knowing how to live according to Allah's guidance in worship, daily actions, and relationships. And to show how important this understanding is, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ himself said, when Allah wants good for someone, He gives him understanding, fiqh, in the religion. So fiqh is not about rules, it's about living Islam with awareness and sincerity. But if we all follow the Quran and Sunnah, why do Muslims have different madhabs of fiqh? Madhabs are schools of fiqh. So why do we have different madhabs of fiqh? So basically all four madhabs, schools of Islamic law, Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi'i, and Hanbali, are built on the same Quran and Sunnah. But scholars understood some passages differently, not out of disagreement, but because human understanding varies. Think of it like four skilled doctors examining the same patient. Each prescribes a slightly different treatment, yet all aim for healing. In the same way, the madhabs are paths of understanding, all seeking to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, if all four are valid, the next question is why stick to one? Well, we have many reasons for that. Let me share some of them. First, preserves scholarly rigor. Madhabs are built on deep scholarship, not personal opinions. No, they offer tested methodologies for deriving rulings from the Quran and Hadith. And second, it saves us from confusion. Without a madhab, individuals may pick and choose rulings without understanding the principles behind them, leading to inconsistency or error. And beyond avoiding confusion, it also makes learning much easier. For students and lay people, following a madhab provides a clear framework for understanding fiqh and applying it in daily life. And finally, it connects us to tradition. Madhabs link us to the intellectual legacy of the early Muslim community and ensure continuity in religious practice. Then the last question we have today is why did I, Osama, choose to teach the Shafi'i school of law on this channel? Hmm, maybe because I follow the Shafi'i method, right? Duh. The truth is, I follow the Shafi'i school for several reasons, and let me share some of them with you. First, a clear path. For me, choosing the Shafi'i school means following a clear and balanced path in Islamic law. Imam al-Shafi'i was the first scholar to write a full book on Usul al-Fiqh, the science of how rulings are taken from the Quran and Sunnah. His method gave structure to Islamic thinking and helped generations of scholars understand not just what rulings are, but how they are built. That's why his school is known for its clarity and organization. But the Shafi'i school is not just about method, it's also about love for the Sunnah. Imam al-Shafi'i gave great importance to authentic hadith and always tried to follow the Prophet ﷺ closely. He would even say, if a hadith is authentic, then that is my opinion. This deep respect for the Sunnah is one of the school's strongest features. At the same time, the Shafi'i school uses reason in a careful and balanced way. It doesn't rely only on logic, and it does not ignore it either. It uses tools like analogy or qiyas in Arabic and scholarly agreement or ijma' in Arabic to apply Islamic teachings to new situations while staying true to the Quran and Hadith. This balance helps the school stay practical and faithful at the same time. And over the centuries, the Shafi'i school has spread across the Muslim world in places like Egypt, Yemen, East Africa, etc., etc., etc. Its scholars have written many important books and its teachings continue to guide millions of Muslims today. By following it, you're joining a long tradition of knowledge and care. But, of course, choosing the Shafi'i school does not mean other madhabs are wrong or less valuable. No, not at all. All four schools are built on deep scholarship and sincere effort. They are all trusted paths to understanding Islam. Respecting them is part of our tradition, and following one does not mean rejecting the others. And now, as we close this introduction, remember that learning fiqh is not just about memorizing rules, it's about transforming the heart. Every step you take in learning is a step toward knowing Allah better. Each rule you understand is not a burden, but a doorway to sincerity and peace. So keep your intention pure, your heart humble, and your mind open. Because the journey of knowledge is, before anything else, is a journey of love. May Allah fill our learning with light and our hearts with understanding. See you next time, inshallah. And assalamu alaikum.